Good morning, you guys. It's Sierra here. I have clinicals today. It's about 5 in the morning. This will be my third clinical. So I'm gonna go ahead in the shower. But one thing that I wanted to show you guys I do the night before to save myself some time in the morning is I get all my clothes together. So I have my shoes, my socks, my scrub top, my long sleeve bra, underwear, scrub pants on my hair, watch, and then pen light highlighter, name tag. So I have all that ready in the morning just so I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna go hop in the shower. Okay, I'm all packed up and now I'm going to head to school. Hey guys, I just want to sit and chit chat with you about my clinicals today. So just a reminder, this was my third clinical and I am in my first term of nursing school. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I'm sure clinicals are different, varying from state to state, and everything is situational. I live in Oregon and the school that I attend, we are a part of something called OCNI, meaning my school and a vast majority of the nursing schools in the state of Oregon all follow the same curriculum. Regardless if you go to a university or a community college, we're all learning the same fundamentals of nursing. We're all following the same time period of our classes so that when we graduate, we've all pretty much had the same education. That's the goal. So I believe my school accepted 64 people this year. They only accept one round of nursing students per year. With that being said, and with everything that's been going on, our class kind of got split up into two. How it works is we're still doing clinicals in person and then we're doing our lecture classes via Zoom. Since our class is so large and with COVID restrictions, half of my nursing class attends one day for clinicals and half of them attend another day for clinicals. We're split up in half. And then another thing that I thought was really interesting, and I'd be interested to hear if every nursing school does this, we actually got split up into groups of 8, and these are called your cohort. This happened at orientation. You get put into a group of 7 other people, 8 total, and these are students that you're going to be practicing your skills with, going to the hospital with, doing projects with for lecture, just a group of people that you will be completely intertwined with for the remainder of our nursing school, and from what I hear, even after that. For the first 4 weeks of my clinicals, we are actually doing them at our school campus. It's called boot camp. We're going over core CNA duties and skills. I'm just gonna go over what a typical day has been like thus far. It's only my third clinical. We all arrive to school and we all meet in a classroom, and basically an instructor or somebody part of the nursing team goes over kind of what we're going to be doing with our day. So far, it's been pretty similar every day. We practice a certain amount of skills that day, and we split up in our clinical group, our cohort. So I'm with the 7 other people in my group. And then we go to different stations and practice different skills. And there's a different instructor for each station. For example, today, the first station, what was the first station we went to? Bedpans and enemas. and I never thought I'd be excited about something like that, but here we are. So we practiced doing those sorts of skills with one another and with an instructor for a little over an hour. And then we have a small break, and then we move on to another skill that we practice. The next one was feeding, and we went over how foods get thickened, certain diets varying on patients. Some patients have a clear liquid diet, some patients are diabetic, how it's just extremely important to know the patient care plan. That was the second station. And then we break for lunch, and we usually have about an hour for lunch, and we all meet together again in the classroom, and it's our lecture teacher that has been there, and she's just been kind of going over assignments and seeing if we have any questions and, you know, kind of getting a feel for everybody and everything, especially with doing the class on Zoom. Then we break up again in our cohorts and we move on to another station. And the third station was vital signs. We were doing temperature, height, weight, pulse ox. I believe next week we're going to be doing blood pressure, because I thought that we were going to do that today, but we didn't. And then the fourth station was pain level and assessment, going over how it kind of varies from, you know, pediatrics to geriatrics to people that have issues communicating. We went over pain scales. So for each station, we spend about an hour. We all practice these skills. We discuss, we talk amongst each other. It's honestly a lot of fun, but like I said, we've been doing these in the building and practicing them there. And then you get them signed off by an instructor, and you can practice them once we start doing clinicals at our skilled nursing facilities and hospitals. And after our last skill, we all usually get back together, see if anybody has any final last questions, comments, kind of remarks about what we noticed during the day. And then we go over a little bit of what to expect for a lecture, because it's later on in the week. And then we leave. And usually by the end of that, everybody is pretty tired. Our clinicals are 10-hour days. It's kind of a lot of information coming at you once. Even if you have been a prior CNA or MA or EMT, we have to start looking at everything from a nurse perspective. And somebody made a really interesting comment. My instructor asked this question. She said, what would you do if your patient's BP was 90/60? And then somebody raised their hand and he said he would go tell an RN. And then she said, what would you do if you were the RN? And it's funny because we all are kind of thinking, you know, in our own perspective, if we like a CNA or MA or EMT, how we always are to go to the RNs. So it's really interesting to be more retrospective and think about, okay, you are the person in charge. What do you do then? You can't go to somebody. You have to make the decisions. It's all new, and yeah. So I'm having a lot of fun. Next week, we will still be at my school going over some more skills, and I think we're really gonna hone in on blood pressure. After that, fingers crossed, we get to go to a facility and actually get to have real patients and all that, because as everybody knows, practicing on a dummy is just not the same as actually having a live breathing body. I hope that wasn't too much ramble, and maybe that gave you some sort of insight on what to expect. Alrighty, I'm pretty tired, ready to go to bed. On that note, I'm going to brush my teeth and head to bed. It is a commute to get to my school. It's about an hour away, and I ride with several other students that all live in the same town as me, so we actually all carpool, which is really nice. But by the time we get home, I'm just ready to go to sleep. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or morning or night, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.